the lessons learned along the way, rather than focus on the loss. Her message today will take us behind the scenes on her journey through the 2017 contest season, and hopefully inspire you as well. Get ready to ride the emotional roller coaster as she shares her journey with us today, with her speech titled, "It's All About the Journey." Please welcome winner in her own mind, Kimberly Diorio. 5 to 7. Thank you.
Imagine this. You're cruising up I-15 north, going 75, okay, maybe 80-ish, give or take. It's one of those gloomy desert days, which matches your mood. You're well past Baker, so food options are limited. Doesn't matter. You've no appetite. Hot, salty tears are streaming down your face, and you don't even try and stop them. The car is silent, except for the voice in your mind that keeps screaming, "You are not good enough." 12 hours later, you're woken by the thought again. You are not good enough. This was me after I lost contest season. My mind became a battlefield where ego and self-awareness were fighting for position. Eventually, I became so mentally and emotionally exhausted, I stopped fighting. It was at that moment that I realized the amazing transformation that took place within me over the past several months, and I was able to silence the lies. What about you? Can you silence the lies in your mind? Sometimes the lessons you learn on the journey have nothing to do with the intended goal. For me, I got lucky. I learned 3 lessons, all which could be summed up in 4 words. I am good enough. The first lesson I learned was patience. How many of us would consider patience their Achilles heel? That's this Jersey girl right here. From November to May, I gave my speech at 11 clubs over 40 times. I got more feedback than I could handle. You need to have more attitude in your speech. You need to make your speech about drinking and driving. You need. My brain began to swell, and to borrow the words of Dr. Seuss, felt like the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable. I didn't know which end was up. Don't get me wrong, Toastmasters are great. They want to be part of a winning speech and want to help. But I couldn't apply all the feedback. I had to learn to exercise my patience muscle without the need to respond. I listened and listened and listened. I'll tell you what, if there was an Olympic sport that required you to use your ear muscles, I am prepared to represent America and win the gold. The second lesson I learned was how to internalize agreement number 2. How many 4 Agreements fans do we have, and who knows what agreement number 2 is? Don't take things personal. As a personal development junkie, the 4 Agreements is a staple in my world. I've mastered them. Or have I? Contest season was quick to show me that I was not the EQ sensei I thought I was. I took everything personal! Your speech was great, but your arms, they're flabby. You must cover them. It's not good. You're a bit over the top for me. Your heels are too high. I would come home deflated and upset and lay in bed Googling how to strengthen my arms while shopping for shorter heels. my wounds to realize what was happening on the inside. I was getting stronger. As I went along into contest season, it became easier and easier to deflect the insults. I can now proudly say that I will not cover these arms and I will rock these 4-inch heels. The last lesson I learned, and probably most important, was balance. What an amateur concept for someone that has such a high EQ, right? People ask me about my life, of course everything's good, A-okay. Little did I know that my skipping meals, skipping workouts, and over-practicing, because that is a thing, would start to take a toll on my personal life. I became increasingly irritable. I'm sure some of you experienced it. And an unfun version of the childlike adventure seeker that I used to be. What happened? Even I didn't want to be around myself. But isn't this what champions do? They focus their life around training? Aren't I acting like a champion? Only in the movies. The magic missing ingredient was balance. 10 days before the contest, I decided to give it a whirl. I forcefully made myself eat 3 meals a day, stuck to a diligent running schedule, and scheduled in times in my planner strictly for fun. The rule? No speech talk. When I woke up contest morning, I felt cool, calm, and collected. I had done the work, given an ear to those who needed to talk, deflected insults, and was well fed and fit. That night, I feel like I gave my best performance. Looking back, there were a few things I would change. Trophy time came, and my name wasn't called. The contest season door had closed. I did not think that I would have to take the advice of my own speech. It's now been about a month, and when I hear that voice creep into my head again, you aren't good enough, I tell it to shut up, because I am good enough. When I compare the May 6th Kimberly Faith to the November Kimberly Diorio, who no one could pronounce her last name, I see a different person. I don't see a snippy 35-year-old that skips workouts and skips meals and gets offended. I see a confident, patient woman who craves harmony in every area of her life. While I might not have a Lucite trophy to represent a District 33 win, I'm a winner in the areas that matter. I, Kimberly Faith, am good enough.